but by those ancient standards, it was quite significant. Okay, so let me read. Okay, I'm going to read out of Matthew chapter 17. I'll read verse 24 and following. This is the setting right here. When they came to Capernaum, those who collected the 2 drachma tax came to Peter and said, "Does your teacher not pay the 2 drachma tax?" He said, "Yes." And when he came into the house, Jesus spoke to him first, saying, "What do you think, Simon? From whom do the kings of the earth collect customs or poll tax? From their sons or from strangers?" Where's the house? Right there. You see, it's not very far away from here. When Peter said from strangers, Jesus said to him, "Then the sons are exempt. However, so that we do not offend them, go to the sea and throw in a hook, and take the first fish that comes up, and when you open its mouth, you'll find a shekel. Take that and give it to them for you and me." What kind of a tax was that? It was a special tax. They say the 2 things are certain in life, right? Death and tax. Okay, that was a very special tax. It was actually a biblical tax, which is called the half-shekel donation to the temple. Okay, it's actually mentioned in the Bible in the Old Testament. And so this was an annual tax that was collected. Even if you didn't go to the temple by yourself, there were those tax collectors that would collect the half shekel or the 2 drachma tax, basically a different way of referring to the same thing. And the only coin that was acceptable for that purpose was this one. Let me show you. I got the real deal here. This is a genuine half shekel coin from the 1st century AD.
Wow.
And this was the 2 drachma tax, or the half shekel. This was the personal donation, annual donation for the temple in Jerusalem. Okay? By the way, the reason why this was the only coin that was acceptable for that purpose was that it was almost completely made out of silver. Okay? By that time, there were other coins in circulation which had less silver in them, but this was almost pure silver. Okay? Was this the coin that Peter found in the mouth of the fish? No. This was the half shekel. What does the scripture say? What?
A shekel.
A shekel. Okay, it's pretty much like $1 versus half a dollar. Okay, so if the personal donation was this, the half shekel, the coin that you found was this one, the bigger one, which is the shekel. This is the famous shekel of Tyre, which is the donation for the temple. And obviously, if you had this coin, then you could use that for 2 people. Does this make sense? So half a shekel for 1 person, the full shekel for 2. These ones, by the way, are believed to have been struck in Jerusalem itself at the temple, because they have the acronym here of KP, which is Greek for by the authority of the emperor. Okay, so these are very special coins, extremely sought after, extremely valuable. So you'll forgive me if I don't pass them around. They're worth more than a shekel today.
I'll give you $1 for them.
You wish.
Come on eBay.
Okay. Yeah. All right, there it is. Half shekel versus the shekel. And it was this coin that Peter found in the mouth of the fish. By the way, many commentators believe the 30 pieces of silver that were given to Judas for his betrayal were these coins, okay? Because the priests obviously would have had many of them at the temple treasury. And you see that it's the exact same imagery, only twice the size of the half shekel. And by the way, back in the day, coins were, their worth in silver, gold, or another precious metal. Nowadays, it's basically worthless alloy, but coins back then were basically a certain weight, okay, either in silver or gold or bronze, whatever metal it was made out of. Okay? Right there.
Okay.